Morning!
Morning! Me, you guys are early today. Come inside.
I know you're always awake early, so how are you? How did you sleep?
Fabulous. No, I never sleep. I have a 2.5-year-old son and he wakes up far too early for my liking.
For sure,
Come inside.
we know that.
I would offer you a coffee,
Yeah.
but I can't use that bloody machine, so I'm sorry. Would you like to try a cocktail that I haven't slept? It's non-alcoholic. But I believe it's trending at the moment, so shall we start off with the Brazilian lemonade?
Of course. Where did you get that recipe?
Some of my clients share their little secret with me, and then I come home and I copy them.
I'm so excited for this drink. Let's mix it.
I find it strange that you have to leave the peel on the lime.
That's
I did wash them in case, but still it is a bit strange, I think. It probably tastes really refreshing. We'll ask the Brazilians. Well, they know their stuff when it comes to
But
this.
there's no alcohol in it, so
I know.
it's a bit boring.
I know. I felt a bit like ashamed to offer you some tequila so early in the morning, but you know that I would normally. It's a weekday, so let's say, you know.
For now, we leave it like that.
We're going to leave it like this. And I'm sure we can stir in a little something special later. Don't tell anyone I said that.
What's that now?
This is condensed milk. So in Switzerland, they don't seem very familiar with this. But in South Africa, I grew up eating this stuff. Like, you know, you're not supposed to eat sugar and kids should just have like healthy things. And that's true, but there's nothing like a little bit of sugar in your life, right?
For sure.
I can see some Bacardi going in here one day.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Enjoy. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Let's see.
Whoa.
That is nice. What a
Actually,
surprise.
it's good.
3 ingredients.
So what's your favorite place in the house?
It's actually outside. But if I had to choose something, if I had to choose a space inside, it's on this side of the house. It's in our dining room. The light is very bright, and in the morning the sun doesn't come in, so the breeze blows over me, and it's so peaceful and silent, and it's just
Will you
where I
show
like
it to me?
all my inspiration comes from there. So come along and I'll show you. So we don't eat at this table. We do eat at a dining room table, but not this one. This is my workspace, and it actually always looks like this.
But that's actually where the real magic happens, right?
This is where like I get this crazy idea in my head, and then I'm like, oh my god, we need to do this. How am I gonna do it? And then I come downstairs and I start to take out color swatches, and then I'm like freaking out, you know. I'm like, okay, we need to create this color, and I'm often inspired by pictures that I find in magazines, you know, like I really love these colors. I love the whole mood, and then I'll slowly sort of build up a color palette if I can, and then I play with these swatches, hundreds of swatches. So then I start to mix colors, hair dye, and then I come up with my collections.
So when do you know something is perfect or the one and you need that sample to go live?
Perfect is another word in my vocabulary that I don't use often. But when it is perfect, like the perfectionist that I called it, I just practice a lot, and it's a feeling. It's not something that I see, it's a feeling. I just know that it's right when it feels right, and that's why I just go through so many. So I can do hundreds. You can see I reference all these swatches in a book with all my formulas, and then I will mix and match them, and then when I get that feeling, then I just know.
So you talked about the perfectionist and Blonde Lab. What does Blonde Lab actually mean to you?
Blonde.LAB today, it's such a baby. You know, I've had my business for so long, Caroline.Rohwer hairdressing, and Blonde.LAB to me today it's my baby, and I want to move forward with it. I want this baby to grow, and I want to build it into something that's globally recognized, and I want to bring products to the blondes in this world that they probably have never had access to before. Okay, so basically this is how they arrive, and these are the 5 mousses. So they come from the manufacturer in Italy like this, and then you work with a branding agent to finalize your packaging and your labeling, and that's actually quite a procedure. And then when you get to this stage, then the fun part really begins. You know, you decide on all the colors, you know, you have to decide on how the product will feel. It could come in a cream version, it could come in a liquid, for example. This was a disaster, so we scrapped this very quickly.
So nice. So do you really want to show me the original mousse now?
Yes. I have to get ready anyway, so should we just do it together,
Yeah.
and then you can watch me do?
Of course. Let's go.
These products were designed to just use, well, they're simple. You can just use one color, actually. But what I discovered lately is that if you mix them, you have even more color options. And my favorite mix usually is chantilly and ice. Gives you this really sort of pale blush, how can I say, neutral blonde. It's beautiful. But today I'm not going to use this. Today I'm going to be using half praline and half ingot, which is the gold, because I would like a more summery, beachy sand look. So we're going to go for that sort of champagne golden glow.
What else does it do for your hair, like except for the color?
Well, it's quite easy. Firstly, it's easy to apply, and secondly, I don't have to really worry about other products. I don't have to put my leave-in conditioner in. I don't have to use heat protection. It's a 3-in-1, deposits color, protects your hair from styling, and it just moisturizes it, because it's the conditioning agent is wonderful, and you'll see it's really glossy and shiny at the end. So let's go. So you can see we've got half gold or ingot and half praline. And then I like to chop it and slice it. I feel like I'm, I don't know, cutting egg whites for a meringue. Okay, so I just sort of like work it through. You can be quite generous, because it actually won't leave your hair feeling sticky or overloaded or oily in any way. So in this case, I'm naturally blonder at the bottom half. So I would like it to be more saturated on my mid-lengths and ends, and then just sort of work it through the top a little bit, because my hair on top is already darker. So that is not necessary to do more.
So it works better on like very light hair.
Well, the lighter your hair, the more you'll see the nuance. For me now, I would like to see the rich golden tone, or the glow, the hue, and I would like it to have that richness that praline will offer.
Cool. Is there any sneak peek you can give us for a new product that maybe is in the pipeline?
There is a new product in the pipeline, and it is a product that will help blondes achieve a very sort of creamy, milky tone. It's also very easy to use, and yeah, you'll see that in about 4 months. Okay, so now it's done, and then I'm just going to blow dry this end, and then you can see the end result.
Cool. Oh, that really was quick.
I've only had about 20 years experience, maybe 23.
So before we finish, just tell me one thing. What was like the original vision when you started Caroline.Rohwer hairdressing?
I wanted to just open a salon in Zurich and cater for all the foreigners in the city that couldn't speak German.
And what's different now? What are your plans with Blonde Lab?
That's a big question. I want to take this baby global. Helsinki, Tokyo, Cape Town, New York, baby. I want to go worldwide. I want to take... no, that's stupid.
No, it was cool. It was so good. New York, baby.
I want to be on Times Square, baby. Yeah. No, seriously, I want to take this brand global. I want to make these products available to every blonde or every aspiring blonde in the world. I want to make home blonde easy, and I'm going to franchise the business. I'd like Blonde Lab salons all over the world. I want them to be everywhere.
So exciting.
That's the goal.
And last but not least, what's your favorite curse word?
Really?
Bye, Caroline.
Bye, guys. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming.